Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It is I, just on a quest, aka Johnny. I hope you all are all having a great, wonderful day. Christmas is a few days out, I think, when this video is gonna go out. I'm kind of uh, rescheduling these because I'm gonna have a busy Christmas time with family, mostly just my girlfriend and her family. So I want to get some episodes out. So I'm hoping you are enjoying the series so far. I'm having a lot of fun. Obviously, this off season is going to be a lot of big decisions. In Byfield. Okay, so Byfield and Holtz don't want to come back. And I remember, if you remember at the beginning of the series, I said if they don't want an extension in their UFA, we have to let them test for agency, and then we can offer them a contract then. Caden Gooley also doesn't want to come back. That's great. And then everyone else is minor. Okay. We are obviously going to be doing the draft class, or the draft, sorry. We don't have our first round pick. Yeah, we don't have our first round pick. There is a low elite at 31. If we can trade into the first round around that, we can do it. Um, let's go ahead. I'll show you what the awards are in case I didn't do it last episode. So actually, the Stanley Cup went to the New York Rangers. We did win the Presidents, but we did not make the Stanley Cup final. It was Minnesota out of the Western Conference. Evan Bouchard won the Art Ross and the Hart and the James Norris for the third year in a row. Good lord. Austin Matthews won the Lady Byng. Calder went to Dion Suchi, so the first overall pick from last year. The Conn Smythe went to Gavin McKenna. Dustin Wolf did win the Vezina, his second one. And we did get the William M. Jennings. Drew Helleson won the Bill Masterton. Jack Adams went to Toronto's coach for the third year in a row. God damn. Matty Beniers won his second. Frank J. Selke. The Ted Lindsay went to Matthews, and the Maurice Richard also went to Matthews. And then if we take a look at the playoff tree, as you can see, the Rangers beat the Wild in 5, swept the Ottawa Senators, won against Philly in 5, and 1 in 7 against Washington. So Washington was really their only challenge. They just dog walked the rest of the Eastern Conference. So I don't think we have other. Let's get right into it. Let's get this draft underway. So let's see. We can only trade into the first round once, and like I said, my best bet would be to go around 30. 31 and exactly. Oh boy. That's going to be very interesting because that's where he's projected to go, and if he doesn't stay at 31, we only have. Oh, I don't think we might. I don't think we're gonna have the assets to get that pick. But we'll at least find trade. They want the Holtz rights, Bataglia, and Hazard. Okay. Kotkaniemi, Phillips, Sunov, Fedorov, Milton, no. Potter, no. I mean, doing this one's not horrible because we're not gonna be able to keep Holtz. James Bataglia, he is 25. Samuel Hazenok is 26. I think we'll do that, but we're gonna add a pick just because they should get a pick. So if they're giving us a first round pick, I will give them us a third, and I will just see if they will give me a future seventh next year. So let's see, do they accept it? They do. So we do get pick 31. So I'm kinda down with that. If we take a look at our tradable stuff, let's see what we can do here. So Kirill Zarubin, is this the time we move on from him? We can get pick 39 and Logan Stanley. We can keep him because he's under contract for 2 more years. Jason Poulin's probably going to be the AHL starter next year, so we might have to make some minor league moves. Caden Gooley, can we get anything for his rights? Can you get this top 9? I mean, depending on what his overall is, he could be the Hazenok replacement. 74 at 23. We'll take that. Get something for Caden Gooley. Defenseman, let's see, what else? Jacob Middleton, I'm cool with keeping for one more year. And if you missed it in the last episode, we did lose Huberto and Uyghur to retirement. So we are gonna have some huge decisions there. Now with us potentially losing Holtz, Uyghur Sharangovich probably stays. Jesper Bratt, we did sign him to an extension. He is the $11 million. I think we're good there. Left wingers, Connor Zari. We did sign him to an extension as well, 4 years for him too. Let's see, centers. Quinn Byfield, this is the big one. Culver Szczesny is up to an 88, damn. And the first overall pick goes to the Pittsburgh Penguins is Maddox Farrell, or Farrell. Center sniper, so basically there's the Sidney Crosby replacement. Only medium elite though. So let's see, if we go to Quentin Byfield again, what can we get? He has a little bit more value. We can get a third and a fourth, 2 fourths to send him back to LA. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing just that, send him back to LA. Neil Andre, that's not a horrible one. I mean, he's probably not gonna want to stay though. Yeah, we'll send him back to LA for 2 fourths. And then yeah, I think our top 2 centers next year could just be Joseph and Rasheshny. Just give them a chance. I don't think we have to make any other moves. So let's simulate the top 10. So second overall to the San Jose Sharks is Marvin Pyatt. 2-way forward, good X factors on him already. Send it in unstoppable. Third overall to Chicago is Mateo Glencross. 2-way defenseman, good skating out the gate, good defense. Probably more of a defensive defenseman, but he doesn't really have the physicality though. Another defenseman goes to Detroit is Raphael Supri. He does have an X factor. He's offensive. He's got send it specialist. Okay. And 10 to LA. I just simulated to my pick, but that's okay. I think the low elite guy, if that's him, we just missed out. I don't remember what his name was. So if we go here. So they took another defenseman. It was Murray Agon, another offensive defenseman. Good skating, 87. But kind of nothing else, so he's going to have to develop. 6th overall, I guess doesn't really matter. Was there any steals? There were. Winnipeg got Bjorn Ullman, medium elite. Damn it, 9 overall. Anyone else going that was medium elite? Nope. Oh, Prince, was he the guy? Dang, he went 24th if that was him. Let's see. Did we miss out on him? Did we make a bad decision? No, we did not. So there is a couple of top 6s. 2 years out for him. But Chuck Kidd is, we're going to take Chuck Kidd, the low elites. 64 grinder. Damn, okay. So back-to-back grinders go. So Alexander Comiskey to Ottawa was a grinder. And then we got a Chuck Kidd grinder who's going to need some work, but that's okay. Let's simulate to our next pick. Let's see. Low top 6 is our best bet, but I don't think we're going to do that. So we have Cameron Aubrey, 5 years out, potentially 3 years, 3 years out, 3 years out. Sordine is 4. I think we're going to take probably Ulf Stromberg here, the center left wing. And you are low top 6. Basically, it would have been like grabbing the other guy. Dang, Tampa Bay got Ron LaValle. 2-way forward, medium elite. It's good value for the 3rd round. There's a medium top 9 to fall back on. 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, 4 years, 3 years for you. But I mean, 3 years, you're 20. It's not horrible. If he's 18, we'll take him. Yeah, we're gonna take him. We'll take the top 9. At least he'll have like a tiny bit of value if he can develop for us. I don't think it's even gonna be an issue. We're probably gonna take the goalie here. Yeah, we're gonna take the goalie. Or do we take a shot on this power forward, Murray Lyles? No, let's take a shot. If he's low elite, that's a good pick. Low top 9. Oh boy. Goalie, probably the better pick. Obviously, the only one guy who's going to be added is Dawson. 4 years out, another grinder. I guess for this one, we'll take... Let's take the top. We'll take you. Why not? 60 overall is not horrible. 5th round pick time. Ooh, another low elite. I don't think we have to think about it. Let's see. Low elite sniper. There we go. Pierce McChesney. It's gonna be a project, but you never know. You never know what he'll become. Another low elite center, or do we go with a potential top 6 grinder? Both technically grinders. Let's go with Charleston. Yes, sir. We made the right pick. Power forward indeed. He's got a good shot and physicality out the gate. Okay, he might be an underrated little pick there. In the 7th round, we're probably going to take another potential low elite here. Emmanuel Debo. Also low elite, 66th overall. Okay, this was the low elite draft for us. Hell yeah. Let's get out of here. So our year 6 draft is Kidd, Stromberg, Olslish, Ozolinish, Lyles, Kolnick, Misheshny, Johansson, and Debo. That's not bad. But obviously, the bigger question is how do we keep this team competitive while losing Caden Gooley and basically 2 top 6 players? We're going to have to replace them. So let's start with the scouts, see who's up. Only 2. We'll just go ahead and give them a contract. Don't even have to think about it. Our HL associate, Martins, is up. He doesn't have A teaching, so we'll let him go. Obviously, we have our Bruce Cassidy head coach. He's been pretty good. Hopefully, we can continue that. Now, re-sign players. Let's see. Starting in net. So the other guy is not available. We'll go ahead. 2 years for Petikainen. Sergei Mayrov is not going to get signed 58 at 20. William Villanova wants a 1-year deal to yes, a 2-year deal no. Henry Muse, we'll give him a 2-year, 1-year, perfect. Bryce Pickford, only 900k, so we'll do that. Declan can go. Johansson can go. Tomaris didn't really get to play this year. He has good skills, so maybe we'll give him one chance. That's fine with me. And then this low top 4, Drew D. Salvatore, who we drafted in the 2nd round in 2029, is probably not going to get signed. Let's go to right wingers. Obviously, Joe McGinley we're going to sign. I know we could go after Tease Iginla. That could be something we do. It'd be kind of fun, too. Stromgren, if he wants a 1-year deal, no, we'll let him go. Soon you have 995 will qualify. Parker Bell can go. We'll keep you because we picked you up. Why not give you a chance in the AHL? These guys are probably gonna all go. So Matthew Eshe, 3rd round pick in 2029. We acquired him from the Rangers. I don't remember the deal. We're gonna let you go. Ilya Nikolshin, we're gonna let you go as well. And same thing for Aiden Brown. Not really worth it. Centers, Luke Misa, we're gonna obviously keep. We are gonna keep Erickson. We're gonna keep Yoki, who we acquired from LA. And we'll also keep you as well, Juteron. Perfect. That was a pretty quick draft and signing. So let's just go ahead and simulate. So Joe Ginla does accept the contract. Without anything else to do, let's just get to free agency. These players are accepting their qualifying offers. Obviously, Luke Galloway's not going to stay. Here we go. So, this is huge. Okay. Then obviously I'll do the off-season focus before we simulate to the start of the year. So if we take a look at proposed trade just to see what we need, we will take a look around the league if we can make a deal. We go to goaltending, obviously, our goalies are set. Wolf to Rubin in the NHL. It's going to be Sergeyev and Pentakainen in the AHL. I wouldn't mind looking for a better AHL starter and have just Sergeyev be the third guy. I mean, he's 28. He's not going to develop, and Poulin's probably going to get signed next off season. And we can also sign him now. But defensively, okay, Jacob Middleton. I'm pretty sure he fits that third. He doesn't really fit the third pair. Maybe we move on from him. He is in his last year. We do have Bryce Pickford. But no defense. I wouldn't really want him in the NHL. Same thing for Henry Muse. Maso Phillips. No one's defense is 4 stars. So Alex Gagne will be the depth in the NHL for us. So obviously our first pair is Appleby Perec. So we need Bruce Stewich. We need to get him a partner. And then we need a third pair. So is there any interest in Jacob Middleton? There is. Boston. Do you need him? You could say you need him. So if we take a look at some of your players, is there anyone that's like kind of high overall? There's this guy right here, 22, 78, Magnus Dance, Sniper. Honestly, I would do this. I would do that. And let's see, do you have, because obviously we need to replace, we let a lot of guys go from the AHL. If you would give me Christopher Colossi, I would do this. Middleton for Dansk and Colossi. Rejected, okay. I don't want to just do it 1-for-1. If you give me a 6th round pick, I'd call it a deal. Okay, so we're not going to do that. I mean, we can keep Middleton. He only has 1 year. Let's go ahead and look at contracts. So goalies, no one's expiring. Defensively, Middleton and Gagne, but that's okay. The big one is Matt Coronado. What are you looking for? $14 million. Okay. That's a lot of money. Okay. So if we look at what this could be, so if we do the 14.875 times 0.85, we can get him down to 12.6. But the thing is, do we give him full new movement clause? I think I would want to do it reduced. I ooh, I would do 25. I guess 24 would be the max. Yeah. So we'll do 24 at that. Obviously, 8-year deal. Okay, I just fucked up. Let's go back to the 24. So I would do that. And if we can get him at least under... Okay, so we're not going to be able to get him under 13. So it'd be 13 and a half for 8 years for Matt Coronado. This is his best year, dude. He's got a good shot. He's got good passing. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Zach LaRue and Siona, that's okay. Culver Szczesny is restricted, same thing for Potter, but we will take a look. So Potter wants 2.3 for 2 years. He's restricted, so we can increase his offer. So if he'll do 3 years at 2.75, that is a done deal for me. Culver Szczesny, 8.5. So this is his last restricted free agency. So an 8-year deal would be 11. Okay. I think we're gonna hold up off of those contracts. Might bite me in the butt. But if we look at Coronado, is there any value out there? No. Okay. Um, hmm. I guess let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the trading block for other teams. So Jackson Lacombe, 3 years left at 9.4. I mean, if you want to talk about a pickup, how have you simulated? You haven't put up 40 points. You didn't get any power play time last year. You're playing about 25 minutes a night. Good defense, but I think with all the players we have coming up, I don't think it's worth it. So Boston just looks like picks. Buffalo, just that. Picks. Evan Gardner. I mean, we do need to save cap. He hasn't played in the NHL level. Makes 825. Okay, hold on. This one might be a little crazy, but I wouldn't mind giving up Zarubin here. He's making 1.9. We are going to need the cap. They're both backups, both 25. Do they need a goalie, though? No. Doesn't really make any sense. Okay, so we'll say no to that. Doesn't make any sense. Let's go to find trade. So we were just on Columbus, so Dallas. Not really giving up anything. You're giving up Supre you just drafted. Oh, damn. Edmonton has nothing. Florida has nothing. LA has nothing. Was LA able to keep Byfield? No, they let him walk, so he's a free agent. That's good to know. No one carrying. If there's like a cheap defenseman for the third pair, I wouldn't mind that. Oliver Bonk, 1 year left at 5.75. I mean, if he doesn't cost a lot, Bembensky, Sakin and Kakiniemi, Potter, no. Okay. So we'll have to look at free agency, I'm guessing. Pittsburgh is giving up, or not Pittsburgh, San Jose is giving up some of their prospects. So they're trying to go for it, so I respect that. Jeremy, 28. Ryan Ufko. Not really what we're looking for, though. Vegas, Washington, Winnipeg. Winnipeg is getting rid of 87 medium elite Taro Jokinen. Oh my god. I don't think we have the assets, though. You know, it'd be basically swapping Applebean, and that does not make sense. Okay. Okay. Well, I think without further ado, hold on, I'm gonna just tease you a little bit. We're gonna look at the coaches first. So is there any... No, so no one's like a player that's retired. Obviously, I don't want to go after head coaches. Is there any few... Oh, here we go. So we have Sean Couturier. Good teaching, so I wouldn't mind having him come up for the AHL. Come over to the Calgary Wranglers, Sean Couturier. Teach our players how to play defense. Now we need a goalie coach. So we need obviously someone with an N. And the best guy is probably going to be you, C minus. So I'll go ahead, give you like 500,000. Perfect. Scouts, I'm obviously okay with. We've done a pretty decent job. Obviously, it could always be a little bit better, but I'm not gonna hold a hamper up too much on that. Um, Free agency. Let's see who is available. So the top dog is David Pastrnak, who only wants 1 year. We have the money. We just lost on Alexander Holtz. Oh my God. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. So if we look at our forwards, man, and then you'd move Coronado. It'd be probably Coronado that would go down. So your first line would be Joseph, Bratt, and Pasternak, and then your second line would be Zari, Roseshny, and Coronado. I'm kinda cool with that as the top six. And then you have Sharon Govich, who then do we take advantage of his value and move him? I think if we get Pasternak, we do move him. But then do we keep him because we're gonna need him to take over Pasternak's spot the next year if we can't keep Pasternak for another year? Because then your third line could be Sharon Govich, Potter, Fedorov. And then the fourth line is probably gonna be Kakaniemi and then whoever we bring in from free agency. But I think you're probably gonna have like Zach LaRue and Siona as our depth pieces, and I don't think Suniev, Misa. I mean, Vitrell might develop to the third line spot, which would then just take Fedorov out from it. But everyone else, okay. Obviously, okay. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna go after David Pastrnak. Obviously, we can only give him what he wants. He doesn't want to come here. Oh boy. So the other team is Buffalo. I mean, do we go to start negotiations, try to get his interest up? No, we're just gonna do it. So 1 year deal, 16 and a half. We'll see if we can get David Pastrnak. Okay. So the other business we need to get down to is defense. So Caden Goulding, where are you going to be potentially going? Oops. So it looks like you are going to be going to either Tampa, and that's it. Oh, does that say Detroit? Hold on, does that say Detroit at the bottom? Plus Detroit. So top interest is Tampa with Detroit. You can kind of see it grayed out under organization. So Emil Andre, who we almost acquired, would have won at 10 million. Yeah, no. Owen Pickering at 7. Cole Hudson. Maverick Lamoureux. Maverick Lamoureux for the third pair with Jacob Milton, I would be okay with. So he wants 3.8. I'm cool with offering him that on a 2-year deal. So now we still need that top 6 guy. Adam Engstrom. I wouldn't, honestly, Adam Engstrom. I would take Adam Engstrom. Yeah, 2 years at 3.2. And he accepts immediately. Perfect, I'm cool with that. We have 38 contracts. We just offered 5, but those are some extensions, I believe. If we look at our approach so far, we have 2. So we do need a couple of probably forwards, and then like if you still have cap, we'll get like a cap goalie. I guess let's take a look at prospects. So there's Gabo. There's really no one. I mean, we could bring in like Alexis Cornier to be the AHL starter. Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring in Alexis. He wants a 2-year deal though. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We'll just wait for the third goalie. Defenseman, low elite, 54. We'll go ahead. We'll give him a contract. Tony Connon. And then let's just bring in a veteran. Oh, Sebastian. Was that Solberg guy? It is. Stom Solberg. Why not? We'll bring him in. He's 25. So let's still bring in a veteran. Let's see. Who is a veteran? Hayden Fleury, Sean Day. Let's go Parker Witherspoon, who I think is kind of underrated in the NHL. He accepts immediately. And then let's bring in a couple of forwards. Steven Stamkos. We can give Steven Stamkos a contract. He wants a two-way so we can edit this. We'll give him $1 million. And then let's bring in one more. Let's go for Pierre Engvall. Let's get his lanky tall ass in here. Same thing, 1 year, 1 mil if he accepts. And if we look at low elites, I mean, we could put Lieb and Montgomery on that fourth line. See if they can develop. So I think we'll leave it there, and we'll obviously, if we have to sign other players, we'll do that. So before we simulate to the start of free agency or to the start of the season, let's advance day and see if we can land our top fish in David Pastrnak. So we do get the associate coach, Volchek Selger. He's going to be obviously the goalie coach. Carrier, no, I'm good. Let's see. Jean Couturier does accept. Steven Stamkos does accept. David Pastrnak went to Buffalo. Damn. But we do get Stamkos and Pierre Engvall. Maverick Lamoureux goes to the Islanders. Okay. Colin Potter does accept that 3-year extension we gave him. Dang, so our 2 free agency targets did not sign with us. That's what happened. Well, we want to keep it fair. So the next guy I'm looking at is probably like, I mean, Josh Morrissey. He's offensive, though. That wouldn't really make sense. Same thing for Dougie. I mean, Seamus Casey at 27, 3 years at 6.1 to be the partner with Hunter Brustowicz, I'm not upset with. So 6 years, we can add in a clause. We'll do a modified like that. So I'm good with that. If he accepts that, great. So now we still need that right-handed defenseman to pair with Middleton. I'd prefer someone with really good defensive stats if possible. So there's really no one. I mean, Jalen Chatfield has 2 other teams. How likely are we to get him? If we go defense by here, these are our best guys. Marcus Peterson, Goliev. Michael Kettering wants a little bit too much. Too many years for you guys. I mean, I guess Eric Cernak's value is, I mean, it's just not good enough. 3 years for Jordan Harris, no thank you. Aaron Kiviaru? And you are two-way, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna go Jaden Struble. He can play both sides. He wants just a 1-year deal, and Jaden Struble is a Calgary Flame. So, obviously with us missing out on that top 6, we are gonna have to sign someone. I mean, you could just go with like Serengovich, but if there's someone here we can go after. So Brad Lambert. So there's Ethan Gauthier, but He's still restricted. Damn it, 26. Jaeger Furcus for the year. John Tavares. Yanni Neiman. I mean, Yanni Neiman on that third line wouldn't be too horrible. Pierre-Luc Dubois, Bovinen, Tanner Howe, Hoglander. I think we're gonna go after. Because I do think having a sniper on that third line is gonna help. I mean, John Tavares still looks pretty good. Okay, do we go after Yanni Neiman or Furcus? I think we're gonna go after Yanni Neiman. He wants only 2.3. So I'll do that. Perfect. So we're gonna go after our goaltender. Two-way. Let's go by age. Freddie Anderson, John Gibson. Let's go with Samuel Montembeault. Why not? To give him a big payday. I guess we're not gonna give him that entire thing. We'll go probably like 15. Just make sure we have cap left over. $12 million for the trade deadline. Perfect. So let's see if we get the rest of our free agency guys. We're not gonna accept that. Seamus Casey goes to St. Louis. Okay. Well, we had a really good draft, and then our free agency has not really gone to plan here. So the next best bet is Riker Evans, but I don't think he's going to want to come. Oh my god, we might. Oh my god. Are we going to have to go after Michael Kessering? Actually, we do need a left-handed defenseman, though. So I guess, Kevin Ball. Welcome back if you want to take that. He does. Welcome back, Kevin Ball. So obviously, defense next season is going to be a huge issue. Man, if we could have got David Pastrnak, that would have, I think, solidified us. So we are on the 10th. Let's just go to activity feed. We'll take a look at some of the players. So has there been any trades? That was a draft. So let's see. Stuart Skinner goes to Ottawa. Beauvillier to Pittsburgh. John Tavares to Dallas kind of makes sense. Philly added Riker Evans. Montreal added Nazem Kadri. Doug Hamilton to Pittsburgh. Morrissey to Tampa. Pierre Dubois to the Islanders. Brad Lambert to Florida. Devin Taves to Ottawa. Maverick Lamoureux, obviously, we lost him. Buchnevich to Colorado. Michael H. to LA. LA's basically just Montreal. Cole Hudson stays in Washington. Caden Gooley goes to Detroit. Quentin Byfield goes to Vegas, and Alexander Holtz goes to Vancouver. Jordan Kyrou goes to Seattle. I didn't even know he was available. But then the huge one, David Pastrnak. What could have been? Can't believe he chose Buffalo over. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I think now we're just going to simulate to the start of the season. I'll show you what our lines are looking like as we get ready for year number 7. So before I show you what our year 7 lines are going to be looking like, and let me just say, I should have taken a look because we still needed some fourth liners, and I did not sign any. So we are going to have to worry about that at some point during the season. So this might be a step back here to take a step forward next year. But obviously, with Huberto and Uyghur retiring, we need some new captains and stuff. So first up, our alternates are obviously it's going to be. I think we're gonna go Coronado as an alternate. We are going to go. Uh, let's go with Zari as an alternate. And your captain Zane Parekh. Zane Parekh is going to be the captain for us. And then if we take a look at the lines. So first line is going to be Matt Coronado, Alexis Joseph, Jesper Bratt, Sharon Govich, Cole Versheshny, and Connor Zary. Third line of Colin Potter, Viktor Fedorov, Yanni Neiman, and then Leonardo Vitrell, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and Adar Suniev. Defensively, it's going to be Appleby and Parekh, Brewsterwich and Engstrom. Kevin Ball is paired with Jaden Struble. Scratched will be LaRue, Stamkos, and Jacob Middleton. And in net, obviously, Dustin Wolf. Our power play, this is our power play 1. Power play 2, we have Vitrell because he's on the 4th line, and I still want him to develop. So we'll give him a little bit more ice time there. But yeah, we are now ready for year number 7. And I am kind of nervous because who knows how this team is going to do. Well, that is it for this off season. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode where we get this season underway. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Ciao.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never